Does your mix sound like this?
Put the money in the bag. Oops, I just got a bag.
Want your mix to sound more like this? Then you've come to the right place. Yo guys, it is me.
This that flame right here, boy.
Back again with another tutorial. Today I'm gonna teach you all how to mix like me. Before we start, I want to let you all know that I am not a professional mixing or mastering engineer. I am simply a music producer who makes beats. I am only showing how I myself mix my beats. Now with all that out of the way, let's start this tutorial. Now this might be irregular to some, but we're gonna start with the drums for the sake of this tutorial. I already have a kick that I want to use. Nowadays, a lot of the sounds that are inside drum kits we have are already processed and mastered, so you don't really have to master it a lot at all. Make sure you have a soft clip around your master. I'm using G-Clip cause it's pretty goated. Very easy to use, and best of all, it's free. You can use the stock soft clipper as well, but I prefer G-Clip. So I'm gonna open up an EQ for our kick. You can pretty much use any EQ as long as it gets the job done. I'm going to raise the sub and bass frequencies. I'm also going to cut all the high frequencies and keep some of the mid frequencies. The mid frequencies is what gives the kick some extra punch. Alright. I think we have a pretty solid kick. Now I'm just going to find a sample to chop. Found one. Going to chop this up real quick and done. Make sure to also watch my sample chopping tutorial. Next, I'm gonna add some hi-hats. Then, I'm gonna add a snare. So now I'm gonna mix my newly added drums. I'm starting with the hi-hats. All you really need to do is add any kind of EQ, and then cut all of the low-end frequencies. If you want your hats to sound more crispier, then boost some of the high-end frequencies. Next, with the snare, I'm going to raise the volume so it can level with the kick. Then I'm going to add an EQ, and cut some of the low-end frequencies. I don't normally do that all the time, but for this instance, it does sound better like that. Fire. Now we can add a bass line or 808. I'm gonna use an 808 from my boy Spinny. Make sure to check out his drum kits and SoundCloud. Links are in the description down below. I'm gonna make the 808 mono a little bit cause it sounds a tiny bit off key with the sample. I added fruity fast distortion on the 808 to make it sound more full and crispy. I always use the fuzz preset, and turn down the threshold quite a bit. So I finish making a simple 808 pattern. Now, I am starting to think the kick isn't really complementing the sounds very well. I want to make the kick sound a lot harder. So I'm just gonna mess around with the frequencies I modified to see what I am satisfied with. The kick seems to be a bit distorted for my liking. So what I'm going to do is add another EQ beneath the one we added previously. We can cut some of the mid frequencies a bit, and then maybe boost the lower frequencies. What also helps to make your kicks to sound even harder is to increase the attack knob on your 808. You can also do the same with your chops too, by the way. I think the beat is pretty much done. Now what you can do next is all up to you. What I would usually do is add some perks, open hats, and maybe some rides too. Alright, so I think I'm done here. Just gonna give you a rundown on what I did. Basically this is all I did, lol. Oh, and by the way, you can boost some of the high frequencies on your master. It makes your whole beat sound nice and crisp. Thank you guys for watching this tutorial. I hope you guys actually learned something from this tutorial, lol. I actually enjoy making these types of videos for you guys. You can give me more suggestions in the comments down below. I might do the drum patterns next cause I've been seeing that from you guys a lot. Well anyways, I'm gonna dip. Peace my niggas.